Monk Spot returns, good people. And while we've been away from the scene, there have been a couple big changes in the league. We've entered the second week of free agency and apparently in the thick of retirements. The offseason has a handful of notable superstars that have decided to call it quits. Big name guys being the likes of Calvin Johnson and Gerard Mayo and even Marshawn Lynch. Now, Peyton Manning doesn't count because we all knew his time was coming. Well, what does it mean for the NFL with so many young players under 30 retiring? Just last year, there were 19 players that weren't even 30 years of age that decided to call it quits. We know these days players have been thinking more and more about their health than the game they so long play. So back to the league concerns. The head honchos need to keep an eye on the injuries happening, mainly with concussions. Players know the consequences of longevity in the NFL. The idea of walking away early isn't sounding so bad. Now, we move on from the retirements to the marquee trades that's been happening. With the recent trade being the New England Pats trading the defensive end Chandler Jones to the Arizona Cardinals for guard Jonathan Cooper and a second-round pick. Both seemingly fit the needs of both teams. Jones is coming off a 12.5 sack performance this past season that will bolster the Cards' defense as one of their missing pieces. Cooper, on the other hand, only started 9 games last year and he also lost his spot and hasn't really lived up to his potential. The Pats need to get rid of their premier pass rusher to shore up picks and future cap space. They also acquired tight end Martellus Bennett in a 4th-round pick from the Chicago Bears. Now, speaking of cap space, two teams in general have had a lot of moolah to throw around. Last week, the Houston Texans signed former supposed to be starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos, Brock Osweiler, and signed him to a 4-year, $72 million deal. Houston has been playing quarterback carousel over the past few years, but finally signed a quarterback with a guy who was only starting 7 games, including the other 4-year, $26 million deal given to newly signed running back Lamar Miller. On to the big money being thrown in the Big Apple as the New York Giants have upgraded their defense, signing 3 big names in free agency. The G-Men have acquired former Dolphins defensive end Oliver Vernon, signing him to a 5-year, $85 million deal. Former Rams cornerback Janoris Jenkins, a $62 million deal, and ex-Jets defensive tackle Damon Harrison, 5-year deal worth $46 million. The Giants have put a lot of hope and money into their 32nd ranked defense. If the defense can mesh well, paired with one of the top passing offenses, could all but sure up a playoff spot for the G-Men. Follow Monk Spot throughout the offseason. Comment, rate, subscribe, drop me a like. You know I greatly appreciate it. This is Monk Spot. Favorite place for everything in that